Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed and welcome back to Aokana. Let us see what Mishiro is thinking today. What a beautiful day. Nice, clear, post-storm weather. It kind of feels like the sky has its own moods and facial expressions. But if Masaki-senpai were here and heard me say that, she'd probably just sigh and shake her head. It feels nice being up this early for a change. This is earlier than I ever used to wake up. Right, let's feeling just fine. Perfect. It has to be because Senpai gave me such a a nice massage. Stop remembering that, Mishiro. You already spent long enough thinking back on it in your room yesterday. It's time to focus on practice. Let's just take a deep breath. I need to work twice as hard to make up the practice being rained out yesterday, but in moderation. I don't want to go too hard and hurt myself. That'd be rude to Masaya-senpai after what he did for me. Seriously, I'm stuck. I'm trapped in an endless loop. Stop me, Mr. Referee. Okay, what should I start my practice with? What have you even spent your practice time doing? Honestly, I'm beyond disappointed. This is a dream. I'm on the beach side at the Takafuji practice location. We went to the practice session in high spirits, confident after all our results during practice, but we were utterly crushed. I expected far better things from you. I know this is a dream because of the harsh words being directed at me. These two are kind, and they'd never say those things to a person's face. But reality has a funny way of making you eat your words at times. The world doesn't play fair. It doesn't coddle you and give you what you want. If you take everything at face value, you'll suffer the consequences at some point. Right when you think you've reached the highest peak, someone will come up behind you, knock you down, and soar higher. Here it is again. This entirely blue world. Anguish, frustration, sorrow. This colour is the embodiment of all the negative emotions from my past. No matter how much I try to move on, it continues to haunt me like a ghost. There's a soft, sensitive section of my heart deep down where my trauma lives. If I put too much pressure on it and reawaken those dormant memories, pain comes surging forth like a current. Why did I choose to run away that day? Why didn't I face it head on and overcome it? Because of my cowardly actions, I can no longer pour my heart into anything. I'm scared of devoting myself to something only to be betrayed. I'm scared of hearing those words, "This is as far as your talent will take you." I keep trying and trying and trying to break through these chains, but all I do is suffer. Can I change? Will I be able to move on for good this time? Will I finally be freed from this blue nightmare? You lied to me. What? I woke up and found myself in my room. I was just asleep, so why am I panting just like I run a marathon? And my whole body is covered in sweat. Again. Man, this isn't a good sign. The fears and anxieties I manage to suppress while awake always manifest when I fall asleep, without fail. I didn't realise how much the upcoming practice session with Takafuji must have been stressing me out. Maybe eventually the blue sky will come to haunt me outside of my dreams. For instance, if our practice matches against Takafuji don't go well, I guess I am a liar. Man, that really hurt to hear. If she actually said it to my face, I doubt I'd be able to recover. That's when I happened to notice something. A light knock. A tapping sound. Wait, someone's knocking on my window. Sheesh! I checked my clock. It's not even 6 yet. At least the knocker seems considerate enough. They're knocking quietly to make sure no one other than me wakes up. Do you not sense a pattern here when it comes to the knocking quietness? That's a relief. At least this person, whoever they are, doesn't seem to have bad intentions. Oh, they just knocked 2 times. Guess they're getting impatient. I slowly crawled out of my bed. There's probably only one person it could be. Itchy nose. I don't think so. I walked toward the window picturing my next door neighbor's face, but still ready myself for it to be some pure blood. I pulled back the curtain, and here is Mashiro. Well, greetings. What? My visitor is neither Itchy Nose nor... Okay, it's definitely not Itchy Nose. Mishiro? What are you doing here? Shh. This situation is completely illogical, completely nonsensical, and that's not even accounting for the fact that this is a no-fly zone. Yet there Mishiro is, flying outside my window in the wee hours of the morning, placing her index finger up against her mouth. I'm not really sure what to think about the person who was just knocking on my window telling me to be quiet, but I lowered my voice anyway. Phew, I'm glad that worked. I don't have my phone on me, so this was about my only option. That's not telling me why you're here. Oh, we need to hurry, otherwise we won't make it in time. Wait, are you even listening to me? Just hurry up and get ready, we need to get going. And where are we going exactly? I'll explain on the way, so put on your grav shoes. Ugh, fine. I haven't even had breakfast yet. I head downstairs to the doorway in order to fetch my shoes. It feels weird putting on grav shoes in my room, but... You need to hurry, I mean it. We'll definitely miss it if you take any longer. Just hold on, I'm coming. I throw down a magazine on the ground and activate my grav shoes on top of it. Let's go, senpai. Okay. Fly! I fly out the window and chase after Mishiro. Was that a voice I just heard? Maybe I'm just hearing things. But Hinata-san's curtain is open, and that voice sounded strangely familiar. So can you tell me where we're going now, Mishiro? It's barely after sunrise. I'll tell you when we get there, so just fly as fast as you can. But you said you explained on the way. Apparently the airflow produced by a high-speed flight drowned out my words. Oh well, not that it matters. Now that I look at her though, I've thought about this before, but man, she's gotten so much better at flying. She could probably outfly me if she went at max speed right now even. I'm glad to see she's improved so much, but I still have to wonder how it all happened so quickly. There's no way our normal practice sessions are enough to explain that. We're here! We reach our destination as I'm lost in thought. Where are we? I didn't realise, but apparently we were flying towards Mishiro's place, or at least that's what I can tell from the townscape below us. However, other than that, nothing else is sticking out to me. Wrong direction, senpai, look this way. Where? I turn in the direction of her voice reflexively. What? I unintentionally gasp out in awe. The first thing I notice is the pristine white morning light. Those strong, bright rays blur everything else in my field of view for a split second. And when I focus my eyes again, what I see is a beautiful azure. The cloudless sky is such a pure colour that it seems to blend with the glistening blue sea beneath it. Both of them stretch onward, seemingly into infinity. So, what do you think? It's so beautiful. Those are my honest thoughts. I know, right? It's a perfectly blue sky. After she says that, I finally understand what this is about. Mishiro wanted to show me this scene. It all stems from a misunderstanding I gave that a perfectly blue sky is something beautiful and majestic. She doesn't know about the anguish, pain and self-loathing that this sight festers in me. I'm sorry. Huh? I guess this isn't the kind of perfectly blue sky you were talking about. What makes you think that? I don't see you smiling. When I went out this morning and saw this, I thought it had to be it, since, well, the sky was never this perfect any other morning. Wait, what? Any other morning? I just had the thought you might want to see this, so I zoomed right over to you. I guess that was kind of silly. I'm sorry for dragging you out here this early. Thanks, Mishiro. Huh? Sorry, I wasn't unimpressed or anything, but nostalgia just hit me all at once. You really found it, Mishiro. This is exactly what I was talking about. I could see it in my mind. Mishiro rushing over to my house first thing in the morning, carrying this scenery in her arms like it's a hidden treasure she's found. But that begs the question, how does she discover this? Mishiro let something slip earlier about how she hadn't seen this on any other mornings. That makes me think she's been getting up early and practicing by herself. Alternatively, she could just be someone who takes walks in the morning, but considering Mishiro's unusual spike in improvement lately, I'd say that isn't it. I would say it's the former. This really is a beauty, probably even more stunning than the one I saw. That goes without saying, it's infinitely more beautiful than the blue sky that traumatized me. There's also the factor that you're looking at the blue sea as well as the blue sky. There's a duality going on here. You have a beautiful scenery of the sea, while you have your own interpretation of the horrors if you look directly above you. Really? You don't mind me dragging you out here? I almost wish I could layer this image over the sky from my memory. This is the sky I want to reside in my heart. Not at all. In fact, I feel like I owe you one. I've considered the possibility that she knows I'm lying, but I want to place my trust in this beautiful sky I'm gazing at with her, and maybe those genuine feelings of mine have reached her. You don't seem that amazed. I'm just not a very expressive guy, so you should stop giving me that pouty face. I'm not making a pouty face. I don't know if I've told you, Mishiro. Huh? But I used to play FC when I was a kid. Oh. She audibly gasps. She already knows this, and I'm just as surprised. Those words didn't come out intentionally. I know Mishiro probably didn't expect me to give her anything in return for showing me this. But still, I want to do something to repay her kindness. And that's why those words escape my mouth. Because I want this scene to be etched into my heart forever. I want the blue sky of my past to be no more. I already knew that. Well, people hailed me as some kind of child prodigy, so I guess it's no surprise if the word got around. No, it's from an accidental finding on a tape that Misaki gave you. I'm not trying to go anywhere with this. I'm essentially just telling her this to ramble. Maybe she doesn't even care to hear it. If I see any indication of that, I'll stop. It'd be easier for me that way. After all, this is something I've never spoken to anyone about. I'm most sensitive when it comes to this issue, and I avoid stirring up past wounds when I can. Well, there is that, but I also caught on to a few hints you gave. Do you remember that incident from a couple weeks back? You know, the one Minori instigated. What'd Hosaka do? That prank thing or whatever, with the cat ears? Oh right, that explains why she was beating around the bush. Meow meow. Aren't you just the cutest little thing? Wait, are you sure I said that? There's no way in hell I actually did. Oh, don't worry, you definitely did. How many times do you think I've replayed that? Replayed what? I accidentally said the wrong thing. Big deal. Look, I know you don't want to talk about this, so can we move on? No complaints here. Continue down this topic lightly won't do me any good. So I nod. So you know how she recorded a video and gave it to me? There was data from another video on there with it. What was it? I realized something. This means she actually opened that video and watched it. But her response makes me forget about that in an instant. It was an FC match, from when you still played. What? My heart stops for a brief moment, but I quickly regain my composure. Well, I guess I should have expected that, since we were talking about it before that. Hosaka must have dug it up. I'm sorry. I don't see why you need to apologize for that. I still watched the video without your permission, and I'm pretty sure that isn't something you wanted people to see. It's fine. I can't stop people from watching videos I don't own. I'm well aware that she isn't apologizing because of that, but for some reason my heart feels oddly relaxed. Okay, to be fair, it does sting a little. However, because of that, I'm able to readily admit to it. But yeah, that was who I was. After I quit FC, people used to say I seemed mature and aloof, but honestly, I was just scared of becoming passionate about something again. Before was only as painful as it was because of how good I was at FC and how much I loved it. Sorry, I know it's a lame story. Before we started playing FC, I had those same expressions of you. Mature, aloof. I thought you were just some pretty boy with an ego who had his eyes on Misaki-senpai. What, really? But that was before I actually got to know you. Now I know you're a great guy. That's a good thing, I guess. I've had a compliment from Mishiro, which is a rare thing. To be honest, I think you're kind of cool. Man, it's been long since I've last heard someone say that to me. I used to get a lot when I was younger. That's understandable though, since I was a popular guy. Really? I hear Asuka-senpai say all the time. Well, you know her. She's got a little bit of a biased opinion of me. You should really ask yourself why that is. What'd you say? Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. I can't let myself play into the hands of my rival. She keeps whispering those fiends to herself, and I'm not hearing any of it. It doesn't seem to be anything mean-spirited, but not knowing makes me feel restless. When you were a kid, you seemed really strong. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but... Oh, you don't have to sugarcoat it. Just say I was a snot-nosed little brat. Wow. Are you really salting yourself there? It's the truth. The only exception was around Aoi-san. I acted like I was the king of the world around everyone else. I get embarrassed just thinking about it, so I try not to. If you want my honest opinion, I think you're much better the way you are. Thanks for saying that. I really need to hear that. I just don't understand what it's like to be talented. I'd be feeling kinda down in the dumps when I watched that video, mainly because of my lack of skill. Mishiro. Then I had a bit of a one-on-one talk with Asuka, who I thought had the talent I lacked. What'd she tell you? It was a private conversation between girls. I'm not telling you that. Well, I'm pretty damn curious. It was surprisingly normal, all things considered. Well, yeah, talented people are just like the rest of us. They smile when they win, and they get upset and frustrated when they lose. She just takes my response in silence. I guess she's trying to be considerate by not asking me too many personal questions. But that might just be why I want to tell her everything. I imagine the questions that are on her mind, and responds. I don't know why I took that loss as hard as I did. Or maybe I just wanted someone to listen. I want her to hear my story, then give me some sort of response. FC is a competitive sport. Everyone plays to win. That's probably why everyone craves winning so much, and why losses are as devastating as they are, no? But just because you lost doesn't mean it's an actual loss. It doesn't mean that all of your practice and experience and gains from getting to that point, and even if you lost, all of that gain still contributed to that match. Otherwise you'd be far worse off. Or not even in the tournament to begin with. Yeah. I went all this time not understanding. Was I upset because a complete beginner was doing so well? Did the fact that they had raw talent that I didn't anger me? Or was it something different? Then again, you can't always try to explain emotions with logic. No, you cannot. So many emotions are outside what is considered logical. Losing feels bad, plain and simple. It's the same for everyone. But say you fought a match against an opponent who you shared a mutual respect with. If you both played your hearts out and ended the match without any regrets, then I think you'd probably be capable of smiling and giving someone a thumbs up, even if you lost. That sounds kind of dumb. How is it dumb? You see scenes like that come up all the time in manga and games. Well, I'm not sure I'm the kind of person who can do that. Well, I don't care. I'll give you a thumbs up after my match, regardless of whether you like it or not. After all, we're a team. Don't say that, Mishiro. You're gonna jinx yourself. Huh? I guess that is true. I don't want that. She sinks into thought for a few seconds, but then her face lights up. I know the perfect thing. What? A reward. A good luck charm? Okay. My mum gave me the idea that I was talking to her a couple days back, like, if I manage to do X thing, you'll give me Y thing. Oh, so dangling the carrot in front of a horse. Yes, and I've decided on a reward for you. I'm giving you this reward. I'm going to make you do it, whether you like it or not. You're really scaring me here, but fine, I'll do it. Of course you will. Do it for your cute little junior. Just don't make it too expensive, please. Don't worry, it won't be a monetary prize. I can't get you real diamond jewelry, okay? You think I'm a superficial girl who likes expensive jewelry? Apparently I was wrong. Not that I honestly thought she'd want expensive jewelry, but the idea of her asking me for a fancy ring or something just seemed a little cute. I know I'm just sort of imposing this on you, so feel free to say no if you don't feel up to it. I'm not sure I'll be able to do it with... Wait, I'm not sure I'll be able to with that sad face she's giving me. Okay, now I'm guessing this sentence. Okay, tell me what it is and I'll think about it. You don't have to think long and hard about it. Just give me a silent nod and that'll be good. So I'm not free to say no. Well, we've got to get that win first anyway. Yep, we'll get it. If that comes true, I know this perfectly blue sky will become a lasting memory. I'm not scared anymore. This beautiful azure world is only inhabited right now by me and Mishiro. And Mishiro's mom. Huh? I was just going to ask if you'd like some rice balls. I made some breakfast, you see. Ma, what are you doing here? Oh, you were the one who told me I was free to come watch you in the mornings and evenings during your practice. You're practicing the evening too? Did I? Okay, yeah, fine. I did. Fine. Wait, that was supposed to be a secret. Don't tell him. You just said that. Sorry about that. Oh, hello, Hinata-kan. It's been a while, hasn't it? Feel free to have one. Oh, sure. Thanks. Yeah, thank you. Especially since your daughter just dragged us out of bed. Hey, why are you handing him, son? No need to feel shy. Go on, just close your eyes and take a bite. Right. Don't you just eat it, senpai? The thing is... Odin? You got it. Why'd you have to choose this morning to come, Ma? Aww. Well, that makes things easier to understand for her mother to know whom is the one that Mashiro is talking about now. Okay, the weekend is now here. Thank you for allowing us to come practice with you. The pleasure is all ours. We're currently at Takafuji Academy, ready to start our joint practice session. Let us begin then. After the signal from Takafuji's new president, the players fly off in a flock. She's been showing quite the display of determination following my retirement. I'm not surprised. Shindu-san led with pure charisma, but Shadowin-san seems to have a knack for raising the morale of the team. I believe she's trying her best to restore Takafuji's reputation as the powerhouse after my pitiful performance. It's not pitiful. Second place is not pitiful, okay? Shindu-san was the undisputed champion for years, up until this year, when he was blown off the water by no-name Skywalker from Kyoryu. It sounds bad when you put it like that, but it's basically the truth. It was the biggest upset to hit this region in a long time. It was even covered by internet news outlets. Shindo-san, don't say that. You put up a respectable performance. Well, ultimately, I was one who lost to Saki anyway. It wasn't Kiryu's triumph over Takafuji. I believe Shotkan will prove that. You left the club in incapable hands. Indeed. Even makes me feel a bit sad. How about you? I know you used to have 1 year left, but do you have any potential successors? Well, we only have one first year in our club. Arasaka-kan was her name, right? Yeah, I haven't given it much thought, but I guess I am a little bit concerned about the club's future. It'd be nice to see her as a president leading a new batch of members. I guess we both have a few regrets. Well, like you said, I still have a year left. Sometimes I wish I'd be born a year later, for goodness sakes. And that isn't a regret? There's you, Shato-kan, Inoue-kan, Kirishino-kan, Tobizawa-kan. Oh, I forgot that she actually retired. Yes. Misaki didn't show up today. I'm fairly jealous. You sure are quick to admit things. There's no shame to admitting your honest feelings. I suppose that's true, yeah. We both share a smile. You'll be missed. Thank you. Then we share a handshake. It's now past noon. We separated players based on playstyle like we did last time. I've already been to an all-rounders and fighters and now I'm working with the last group of speeders. So, give me 10 high yo-yos. Honestly, it feels strange practicing in such large groups after it's been just 3 people for so long. It is what you would call refreshing. You can still help out people individually, but it's next to impossible to keep your eyes on everyone. They have almost 10 managers who shared the workload, but leading such a large group must have still been tough for Shindo-san. Practice is practically one-on-one sessions at Kunohama, which is nothing at all like Takafuji's style. I can really see why our methods are much more effective. In all fairness though, I highly doubt Takafuji has shown us all of their cards. Senpai? What's up, Mishiro? I think I just realised something really crazy. I'm listening. Just between the two of us. She draws closer to me. I think I've actually gotten pretty good at FC. This is apparently some shocking revelation. Hear this, coach. I have talent. Of course you're good, I knew that. Ah. Why are you just standing there? I'm just not used to hearing that. Oh, okay. I was just thinking about how our one-on-one methods are superior, but I overlooked one very obvious downside. Mishiro doesn't have anyone to compare herself to. Actually, she does have someone, but it's Asuka, which is even worse. I know Mishiro's working her hardest. She wants to get better day by day, and continually learn new things. That's not something everyone can do exactly. I've been used to things not working out my whole life. It seems her stagnant relationship with Misaki is a major contributor to her lower self-esteem. Did you forget our promise? No, I will win, for sure, but it's just... She's still having trouble believing in herself. She may be able to acknowledge what she's put in, but she has had little to no opportunity to see the fruits of her efforts. So the answer is simple. I just have to give her the confidence she needs. I wasn't trying to hide it from you or anything, so I'll just say it again. You've gotten good, Mishiro. I sure hope so. If you want my unbiased opinion, I'd say you're on par with Takafuji's best. Some people already have their eyes on you. Huh? They've undoubtedly recognized her as a potential threat. They've mostly been collecting data on Asuka today, but you can tell more people have been assigned to Mishiro over the course of the day. Still, saying she's on par with Takafuji's best might be a bit of an overstatement for now. Do you think they'll go easy on me during the practice match if I pretend to have a stomachache throughout the rest of our practice? Okay, firstly, why would you admit that you have a stomachache when you don't have it? And secondly, when you're practicing with a stomachache, don't you think that you may not practice because of it? Why do you have that so little confidence in yourself? It's not that. I just want to win the match no matter what. Because of the reward? Yeah, so I hope you're prepared. I don't know if I want to be. What is she going to ask for? My blood? Alternatively, it could be to keep a 10-meter distance from Masaki at all times. I mean, that would be the better option, for goodness sakes. You know what I think, Mishiro? Yeah? I think it's about time for you to be rewarded for your efforts. And not just because of all the work you've been putting in lately either. You've been giving the club 110% ever since we first started. I could tell you were putting in just as much effort as Masaki and Asuka. It's your time, Mishiro. You deserve to be happy. Senpai? She looks up at me and says... That line totally sounded like foreshadowing for my eventual loss. You've been playing way too many games. Well, I still feel kind of conflicted when you say I deserve to be rewarded. You're also part of all this. Right, we're fighting together. I'm going to give this match everything I have, so I want you to do the same. And I don't just mean this match, but also what comes after. What's coming after exactly? The fall tournament? That's for you to find out. Anyway, I'll tune it down a bit for the rest of practice. So you still want to go through with that? Not sure if it's such a good idea. What do you mean? Look. Rico, for goodness sakes, why are you staring at us? Echino's has been watching our conversation for a while now. Echino-san. I mean, it doesn't seem like she's trying to eavesdrop, but there's definitely a reason why she's staring. What does she want, though? My guess would be she's trying to judge your skill and see how much you've improved since she last saw you. What? No way. Well, we can just go ask her. Hey, Echinos! Yeah. Senpai, what are you doing? Shut up, sis! What are you doing? How did that warrant you jumping me? I thought so. H-Nose covers her mouth like she said something she didn't mean to. Has Rika clocks on yet? Did you hear her say that too? People say that those with skill can recognize it in others. Maybe she's figured out your skill. What about me saying shush would give her that information? Maybe the way you jumped at me reminded of her Grace Aris, the legendary American Skywalker. I never heard that name in my life. And she went away. Oh, Echino's left. Maybe she discovered some hidden weakness of mine. I sure hope not. Guess I'll go ask her myself. If you don't mind, you want to join me? Yeah. The two of us head after Echino to see what she meant by that comment. Well, I'm not sure if I'm really comfortable saying. She throws a glance at Mishiro, then me, before awkwardly looking to the side. Don't worry, Ichinos, we won't mind. I don't think it's about Mishiro's skill, I think it's about something else entirely. If you notice something, please tell us, even if you think it's insignificant. I feel like we're on different pages here. So, that just makes things more confusing. But the question is, what exactly was she referring to? Is she implying our practice methods are wrong? A fundamental flaw in Mishiro's playstyle? Or is there something everyone else gets but we don't? I guess I didn't make myself clear enough. Tell us please, Echino-san. I know it's hard to give criticism to a friend, but could you tell us? Could you please tell us? We want to improve. Okay, if you want to hear it, I'll tell you, but feel free to stop me at any point. Her tone sounds pretty stern. Did we overlook something critical? Okay, I think you two are completely oblivious to this at this point, but I think Rika-san is just going to say it out loud. A little bit of criticism isn't going to demotivate us. Isn't that right, Mishiro? You said it. We won't stop doing what we love no matter what. Oh, wow. I had no idea the two of you were so close. She seems to be taken aback by the level of our trust. But look, could I at least ask you to be a little less brazen about that about it in public. Brazen about what? By the time Mishiro and I realise the disconnect, it's already too late. I guess it's only natural for kids our age to want to spend the night at their significant other's house. Well, I don't know that personally, but anyway, you might want to be more considerate of your surroundings to keep from getting caught. Spending the night at their significant other's... What? Where did this come from? Huh? Did you spend the night at his house 3 days ago, Arasaka-san? I heard you outside my window saying shish when you left early the following morning. Oh dear. That expression is so priceless. You think I was leaving after spending the night there? Right. That morning. Still, I never knew you two were going steady. Honestly, the fact that you're so determined to keep doing it because you love each other is kind of romantic. I'm jealous. We've never done that. Not yet. Not even once yet. But you never said never. Or never ever. Masaya-san caught on this. You're saying not yet only makes her think we're going to eventually. Well, at least it wasn't some criticism of Mishiro's MC play. With all members of Takafuji and Kunohama cadetly staring at us, I opt to ignore reality and take my mind elsewhere. Yep, before long it's time for the much anticipated practice matches. I will not let you get the best of me today, Arasaka Kurashina. I've also improved tons. I'm not going down without a fight. Asuka's opponent is going to be Shatuin-san. One might call those two rivals at this point, so we only have 2 active players though. That means only 2 matches total. They'll be going second. Our first match is between none other than... I kind of expected this, Rika. Yep, here's to a good match. It's a speeder versus speeder battle between Mashiro and Echino's. Huh? What's that sigh for? Scared about going up against Echino's? No, I'm not losing to her. I'm going to clutch up this win no matter what. Looks like her spirit is still burning strong, but it could just be an act of desperation. A facade, if you may call it. See? You only know how good she is, but I know where both of you lie at, skill-wise. Trust me, you're just as good as her. I trust your word. Thanks, Mishiro. The number one weakness you have, Mishiro, is not believing in yourself. That's what you need to do. Believe in yourself. Believe that you have the skills to pay the bills, for goodness sakes. The first match will begin in 10 minutes. Shatuin-san's announcement echoes around the beachside. I was almost gonna say backside. We're going up against her and Echino's. Madoka, give me Echino's and Shatuin-san's scoring data. Way ahead of you, pal. Nice. Thanks. Okay, let's start with a pre-game meeting. Asuka, Mishiro, come over. Do you have a moment? Just as we're about to get started, a girl from Takafuji approaches me. Yes, how can I help you? We've been told that there's a girl at the school building who claims to be with Kunohama. Misaki. A student from our school? Do you think it's Misaki? Yep, you clocked on. Asuka seems happy about the possibility. Maybe she changed her mind. No, maybe it's the broadcasting girl. Could also be that one girl, you know, for one of the Yeah, Madoka thought the same page as me. The one who doesn't stand out very much. Hosaka. Could be. She came here during our last practice session for interviews. So what do you want us for? The girl isn't in her uniform and has nothing to identify her as a Kunohama student. Security is considering calling the police if they don't find any way of confirming her identity. Definitely don't want that. What the hell are they doing? I guess the thing this is Misaki. She's already been here once before, but I could easily see her trying to sneak in with her grav shoes because entering through the school is too much of a hassle. If it's urgent, you might want to go instead of me, Hinata-kan. Right, I can fly a lot faster than she can. It's smarter for me to go if we pressed on time, but I'd likely miss the match. I'd be leaving Mashiro all alone. Go, senpai. But apparently she's willing to prioritize Misaki in the situation. She urges me on without a second thought. If we don't make it back in time for my match, I'll have Asuka senpai be my second. I will if we have no choice. Who knows, maybe we'll have an even better team. I guess we don't have time to argue. I'll go ask Shadow-san if we can delay the start of the match by a bit. Before Madoka-chan can dart off, I try to say something to her. Ask her if we can switch the order for... Mishiro pulls back on my arm hard. No. But Mishiro? What? You're Asuka-senpai's second too. What if she has to play without you and loses to Shadow-san? Well... Hinata-kan! Sorry, forget it. Go on. Both of us need to hurry. Here, how about we make a promise? I'll win for sure, so get back as quick as you can to see my moment of glory. Mishiro is telling me to go, but I've already decided to do this, but I still can't help but doubt this decision. Is it because I'm her second? Her coach? Why am I so fixated on her? See you soon, senpai. I have a promise to fulfill. I rush back here so I can see you with my own two eyes. Fly! I launch off ahead and head toward the school building. Are you really fine with me being your second, Mashiro-chan? It'll be fine. I prepared a whole lot for this day. Senpai told me I'm just as good as she is, and I believe him. Mishiro-chan, I'm counting on you, Asuka-senpai. Of course. I've actually played against Rika-chan, so I'm sure I can give you some good pointers. Guys, I'm finally back. Did you miss me? Wait, where'd Hinata-kan go? You know, the student that was in front of the school. He went to the school building already. Were you able to delay the match? Unfortunately, no. She said we don't have much time left, so pushing things back might make it harder to get things like this approved in the future. Oh. I would most certainly love to allow you the time needed, but unfortunately that simply is not an option. I didn't know Shadow-san herself was here. Yeah, she followed me back here. Do not talk about me like I'm some lonely spirit. As I said, I hate to do this to you, but if we do not start the match in 5 minutes as scheduled, we will run out of time. Once again, I sincerely apologize. No, don't apologize. We understand. It's not your fault. Senpai. It doesn't take long for the building to come into view. Okay, now which one of those two is it? I quickly spot a girl standing near the school gate with a man who seems to be the security guard. That's gotta be them. Oh, Hinata-senpai, hey. Akuzi? She's the last person I expected to see. Or maybe Akuzi isn't the person mentioned, she just happens to be here as well. Actually, that's even less likely. Sir, I know this girl. The guard questioned me about her identity. I don't want to drag the situation out any longer, so I purposely omit the fact that she isn't from our school. She really does seem to be the one they were talking about. I bow the security guard as he leaves, then I look toward Akuzi. What are you doing here? I'm not even angry at this point, I'm just really confused. Well, something seemed up from the text Mashiro sent me last night, and I've been looking for her ever since this morning. Akuzi mutters her reply in a hushed tone. Well, I don't have time, so you have to tell me later. Mashiro's match is probably already going on. Let's go back to the practice arena. I can't go, Mashiro probably yelled at me. Why would she yell at you? She probably wants me to stay out of her business, and I am butting in here. Maybe that's why she purposely concealed her identity. Do you mind if I ask you a question? No. Does Mishiro have someone she likes? Misaki, obviously. That goes without saying. No, so I should have clarified that. I'm talking about a crush. Should be a guy in her FC club. I'm the only man in it. Our old president was too, but he retired recently. You're in a tug of war with her over Misaki-senpai, so it can't be you. I'm what now? This conversation is so pointless. So is it this present guy then? Mishiro having a crush on him? Highly unlikely. Then again, there could be something about them that I haven't noticed. Is this the whole reason you came here? You're wasting my time. Bye. Try to think before you do something like this again. I know she meant no harm, but I'm so irritated by all of this that I end up lashing out at her. I have to hurry back. Could I ask you to keep an eye out for Mishiro for me, Hinata-senpai? What for? I feel like she's been pushing herself too hard lately. My theory was that she developed a crush on someone in her club. That's why I was out looking for her and everything. Oh, sorry, I should have taken up more of your time. Are you worried she's going to go hurt herself? Well, I don't know, but I really don't like the thought of that. I don't know what to say, but this, really, she seems lost in thought. Please take care of her. She bows. Sure thing. You really will? I am her coach. It's all a part of the job. Thank you so much. I never seem to be there for her when she needs someone the most. Oh, it's nothing. Also, before I leave, I'd appreciate if you don't tell her I came here today. Why? Well, she always gets mad at me. Says I worry about her too much, which isn't true, I swear. I just don't want her reading too much into things and getting the wrong idea. You're wasting our time here, Arika. I give her a nod. Her concern seems justified, at least to me. Well, I guess this is where we say goodbye. I have to get going. Why are you in such a hurry? Mishiro has a match. For goodness sakes. Why are you here instead of with her, then? You're her second, for crying out loud. You're the reason I'm stuck here instead of seconding her match. It's almost like she completely forgot what she did. Ridiculous. Enough of that, though. I need to hurry back to catch Mishiro's win. I can't break my promise. He promised me. Rika-chan is swooping down towards you, Mashiro-chan. Dodge this! Oh wow, that was close. I'm good to go. I still have a lot in the tank. The score's all tied up at 3-3. Whoever gains momentum now is definitely going to win. So you're saying we both have an equal shot at taking this? Yeah, so keep that in mind. So keep him there and don't give in. I'm pouring my heart into this match, more than anyone. Mishiro-chan. Rika-chan's closing in from below. I know, I can see her. Gah! I have to say, you've really surprised me. Ichino-san, at least wait until the match is over. You're playing nothing like the Arasaka-san I know. You're on a whole new level. Sorry, but this win is mine. It's truly a shame you have so few players at Kumahama. It's painfully obvious that you have next to no experience playing against fellow speeders. Your movement is incredibly fluid and sharp, but don't you think ahead? But you don't think ahead. Your response to my actions are all subpar options at best. Why are you... Asuka-san is your second for this match, isn't she? I can really tell. Your movements mimic those of an all-rounder, or rather, they mimic Asuka-san's. I'm assuming Hinata-san was meant to be one giving you those instructions. Senpai. Right. He's coming. That was a great counterattack, Mashiro-chan. I have something to say to you as well, Ichino-san. What is it? You basically just jinxed your win by saying all that stuff. I thought I'd tell you that as a little parting gift before I kick you to the curb. Doesn't pointing out a jinx usually have a reverse effect though? Oh, good point. Do you play video games? I do. Not too much, but I do. You know, we probably would have been really good friends if we met under different circumstances. Don't say that. You usually only hear that line in endings where a protagonist and antagonist both... What the? Almost had her. I'm having a hard time believing that friends thing. You're being incredibly aggressive. Something's waiting for me if I win this match, so I have to. Something waiting for you? Oh, try to exercise moderation with Hinata-kan. no, forget I said that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He believes I can win this. So I'm taking this thing if it's the last thing I do. And... I finally arrived back. As for the match... Damn, it's just finished! The field is empty. Judging by how much time has passed, it's probably the break period between matches. That exertion took longer than I anticipated. Even if I made it in time though, rules forbid switching seconds mid-match. I still wanted to make it. At least then I would have gotten to watch Mashiro win. Right? What was the result? I'm about to make my way back to the Kunohama group when I see... Mishiro! Hi, senpai. I passed by her. She seems to be going off somewhere. Was it Masaki-senpai and Minori? It was actually just some miscommunication on their end. By the way, how'd the match go? Sorry I broke our promise. She doesn't look too pleased. My mind immediately goes to the worst case scenario and my chest tightens up. Just kidding. Huh? Look here. Mishiro flashes me the biggest smile she can muster and gives me a thumbs up. I see. Thank God, I'm so proud of you, Mishiro. I feel like dropping to my knees. It's like a giant weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Oh, you're overreacting, senpai. It's just a single match. No, Mishiro, you have no idea how... We can talk later. You have a job to do first, don't you? Head over to Asuka, senpai. Right, I'll do that. Where are you headed? Do you want me to say? Oh, sorry. Her glare tells me all I need to know. The path, yep, the most obvious place. Well, I'll see you in a bit. Later. I'll wave Mishiro goodbye and head over to the others. Phew, I'm so glad she won. Especially considering everything leading up to today. But now comes the reward I promised her. I don't know if I should be afraid. Well, this is the least I can do for her. Masaya-san! So I kept you waiting. Huh? I don't see Masaki-chan or Minori-chan. Did they not come with you? There was just a bit of a miscommunication going on. Don't worry about it. Here's Shatuin-san's Dido. Thanks. I scan over Asuka's opponent's data one more time. Ready to do this, Asuka? Let's follow up on Mishiro's good performance. Right. She really played her heart out. I'll make sure to win my match and avenge her. That's the spirit. Wait. Something about what she said felt off. Yeah, avenge. She had a good performance, but she lost. It was a really close one. She lost the lead in the second half, but she kept hanging in there to the bitter end. I had a hard time keeping score because my palms were so sweaty. I never seen someone so determined to win. I actually feel I was inspired now. Wait, hold up guys. I thought Mashiro won. I can't believe what I just heard. Asuka and Madoka exchange a glance but look back at me. Unfortunately not. The final result was 6-8. She really did put up a good fight. No, wait. This makes no sense. No goddamn sense at all. She gave me a thumbs up. Then I think you'd probably be capable of smiling and giving someone a thumbs up, even if you lost. Well, I don't care. I'll give you a thumbs up after my match regardless of whether you like it or not. After all, we're a team. She purposely said that to trick me. Damn it. That way, I would have to know that she really lost. Wait, then where is she now? My body acts faster than my brain. I want to search for her, but... Hinata-kan? What are you... Where are you going, Masaya-san? I forced to stop myself as I realized my job. No. The frustration hits me like a tidal wave. I have to desperately hold back the urge to slam my fist into the sand as hard as I can. So instead, I clench it until the skin of them turns white. Madoka, can you go check on Mishiro for me? What? She said she was going to the bathroom. Besides, I think we'd better leave her alone right now. I just want you to check if she's there or not. That's all. Fine, I'll go do that. Masaya-san? I can tell Asuka's worried about me. I bet my emotions are written all over my face. I slapped both my hands against my face with vigor. Masaya-san! After clearing my mind with that, I throw up a fearless smile. Let's do this, Asuka. Shatterwind-san's going to be tough, but we'll give it to her. Masaya-san. Yeah, let's win. It is now time to start the second match. Shatterwind-san's announcement that the match is beginning follows Asuka's spirited shout. I still can't believe you won with that big of a lead, Asuka. You crushed her. Oh no, it was pure luck, nothing else. Besides, I'd feel bad taking up all the spotlight for today's matches. Oh, right. The practice session is now concluded, and we're all back at the clubhouse to briefly go over what happened. If we had to crown an MVP for the day, Masaya Hinata is the #1 candidate. We don't need any MVP. The second match surprised us all. Asuka beat Shatterwind-san with a much larger lead than their difference in skill would suggest. I think Shatterwind-san fell right into my trap. The reason I say I think is because I only have a vague recollection of the match. I thought I was forcing, but all throughout there was something else I couldn't get my mind off of. That was probably one of the best strategic plays we've ever seen. I dare say that was Masaya Hinata's best game yet. I'll make sure to top it the next match, I second. You're so confident. I love it. I just meant that in the sense that getting complacent is the worst thing you could do. Well, I forgot to mention the thing I couldn't take my mind off during her match, or should I say the person. I learned so much from watching your match, Asuka-senpai. I hope I can fly as fast and fluid as you eventually. Oh, but you can. You're even better than me, Mishiro-chan. Are you teasing me knowing I lost today? No, I would never. I'm just kidding. But hearing you deny it so strongly is a little... Now I'm all depressed. We're stuck in an infinite loop here. From what Madoka told me, Mashiro did go to the bathroom. Apparently she seemed to be feeling fine despite the loss. When Mishiro heard about everything, she laughed and told me I was worrying way too much. I know you're not fine, Mishiro. Huh. Why the long sigh, Madoka? Sure must be nice when you have concrete results you can show everyone. I wish I could get some praise every now and then. Hinata-kan? You have a real talent for Walla, Madoka. You might even be a prodigy. I can already see the history of Walla being split into pre-Madoka and post-Madoka eras. Like with that. That sounds like a real big complaint, but it's the last thing I want to hear. Okay, we're done here. Be careful on your way home. As teachers always say, a school trip isn't over until you get back safely. Okay. Wow, just ignore me, why don't you? See you on Monday. Asuka-chan, let's go drinking. What are we going to be drinking? Life is rough, and I just need to knock back a drink or two sometimes. Just what do I have to do to become more like a main hill? Madoka wants to be a protagonist and she's breaking the fourth wall here. Ah, Madoka. If only there was a route for you. Huh? Shattered dreams? How do we get that? Ah, Madoka, for goodness sakes. Good luck with that. Okay, I'm heading out now. Bye, everyone. She takes that moment to slip away. What are you going to do, Masaya-san? I'm heading out too. Calm Madoka for me, okay? I'm not some animal. Here's something cool you might want to know, Madoka. Among the girls I know, you're the one I think is most likely to remain... Oh, you're so charming, aren't you? No, you're not charming at all. That is so horrible. Keep that to yourself. Well, I'm off. I'll handle Madoka, so go make sure she's okay. Huh? What are we talking about? Yeah, I will. I guess she's figured out what I'm going to do. Ouch. You do feel sorrowful deep down, huh? I can let it all out, right? I already cried a little earlier in secret, but I don't have to hold it in anymore. Nobody will blame themselves if I cry now, right? Nah. I held it in so long I can't even do it now. Is there nothing I can do, right? Ah. Arika, you are literally the worst person in the world for doing this, honestly. We couldn't even be there for her match because of you. I lost. I broke our promise. He believed in me, said I'd get rewarded, and yet... I'm sorry, Senpai. I'm sorry. If only I wasn't so mean to him at first. Then maybe we could have had something more. But it's not my fault. I didn't feel this way about him back then. Why is my head so full of regrets now? I just want to give up. I didn't get rewarded again. How am I supposed to still go on? Please, please help me, Senpai. Are you dead? I might as well be. Huh? After she hears my voice, Mishiro looks up at me, teary-eyed and confused. It's the face of someone who's just seen a ghost. She wipes off her face quickly. Oh boy. What are you doing here? Do you remember that time I was feeling down and you came here to cheer me up? That's why I'm here, Mashiro. I was watching you closely, so I could tell something was up. I'm trying to talk big, but truthfully, I've searched all over for her. Why? Why were you paying that much attention to me? She looks at me imploringly. Why, you ask? That's simple. Yes. Oh, it is a very simple but powerful means. This is the first time I've admitted to those feelings, but the answer comes naturally. When you see the girl you love crying, you want to comfort her. Following the match, she disappeared for a bit and came back. I could see that she'd been crying. I hoped that none of the others would have noticed. Asuka apparently did, but she left everything to me. As creepy and selfish as it sounds, I want to be the one to comfort her and wipe away those tears. I hate myself having that thought, but I can't bring myself to relinquish the role to Asuka or Madoka, or even Masaki, even though I know that's who Mishiro would want. I don't know when exactly I started thinking about her this way. I have no experience with relationships or crushes. You know what, Masaya? We have something in common. But there's no mistaking these feelings I have now. How I want to hold her tight, tell her everything's going to be alright. Because I love you, Mishiro. I know that my feelings for her are something special. Huh? I love you, Mishiro. With a clear audible tone, I profess my true feelings to her. This isn't something I should be doing considering my job as the team's coach, but I can't hold those feelings in any longer. Have you calmed down some now? I see, so you didn't really mean it. No, I meant every single word, Mishiro. I'm sorry for breaking our promise. You did great on your own, but it was my job to be there with you. I know you lost, but please don't give up. I want you to keep working so we can eventually get you that win. Of course, I'll be there with you every step of the way, as your coach. There has to be something wrong with you, Senpai. Why? That's quite the accusation. What kind of guy would go out of his way to choose the fourth best girl around him? You have 3 other pretty, cute girls who are better than me in almost every way. Mishiro. Just because you feel that everyone else is talented does not mean that you are not the one for his heart. I'm guessing she means Misaki, Asuka and Madoka. You'll probably just feel bad for me. I'm right, aren't I? You're a kind person, so whenever you see someone as unfortunate as me, who always seems to fail no matter how hard she tries, you just have to extend a hand to help. Look, I'm not just going to sit here and let someone badmouth my crush, even if that someone is you. Let me tell you about her. You won't find anybody who works as hard as she does for the things she cares about. There's another girl in the same club who works just as hard and really shows it, while the girl I love isn't very open about it and can be a little bit stubborn, so her hard work always goes unrecognised. You have to pay close attention to notice it. I'd reckon that the only two people who truly know how much effort she puts in are her mother and her coach. But if you know that, you can't help but love her. You just want to cheer for her with all you've got. You can tell how passionate she is, how much she cares, but she hides her own feelings out of the fear that she's just been a bother to the people around her. That's why she only cried when she was alone and away from them. Mishiro, I don't want to see you cry like this. I love you. I want you to smile and be happy, and if you'll allow me, I'd like to be next to you. I finished speaking my mind, and in that moment, a gust of wind blows past us. Mishiro still has her back to me. What kind of expression does she have on her face right now? I want to know. It's a whirlwind, a tycoon, a frenzy, a mix of emotions about her past, drowning out and constricting her feelings for the present of what she wants right now, which is Masaya. Senpai, I love you. You have no idea how happy that makes me feel, Mishiro. I saw a dream that night when I went to bed. There was nothing particularly special about it. But I was with Mishiro the whole time. Senpai? She called out to me with a huge smile on her face. Just that alone was enough to fill me with joy. Then when I woke up that morning, man, I can't believe I'm already having those dreams. Hey, it's better than the nightmares you had, man, for goodness sakes. It's much more pleasant than the nightmares you have of Shatwin-san and Shindo-san saying that you're... Anyways, I'm embarrassed. Terribly so. Wow, man. You struck her. You lost her? That sucks. Sorry to hear. Yeah, it really was unfortunate. Isn't it a bit weird to smile like that when you lost? Misaki, not everything is about winning, you know. Oh, well... What? I haven't given up just yet, so that's why I'm smiling. Can't say I follow, but I'd appreciate it if you stopped staring at me like that. Ah, Coach. Earth to coach. Oh, sorry. I met Mishiro's eyes for a second, which gets me feeling a little giddy. But I have to focus. We're at practice right now. I am happy about my newfound relationship with Mishiro, but I can't let it get to my head. I'm going to do everything I can to ensure this doesn't impede our progress, for both me and her. That's the right thing to do as coach. Our club is currently focused on the upcoming fall tournament, and I intend to have my players prepared. Asuka, let's get a nice, good day's worth of practice in today. Roger. After practice, okay, we're done for the day. You're all free to go home. Are you leaving now, Masaya-san? If so, we should fly home together. Do you know where Mashiro is? Do you need to talk to her about something? Is there even a point in hiding things? Oh no, I just want to ask her what she wants to do. She and I are dating now. Dumbfounded are we now? But unlike Rika's, where everyone was just like, yeah, we kind of guessed that. Everyone here is like, what? Senpai, what are you doing? Answering her? I'm just telling her the truth. I'd rather be honest than lie to them. It feels like the right thing to do. I'm sure you don't want me lying to them. Well, no, you're right. I wouldn't. And you'd probably be a little peeved if I went home with Asuka, right? Well, yeah, if you acted all buddy-buddy and stuff. I'm an understanding person, though. I won't get mad for no good reason. I know, that's why I was going to ask, do you want me to or not? You have to at least walk with me until we reach the school gate. You can be a real pain in the butt, Mishiro, but that's what makes you so cute. I'm not going to let you pull the wool over my eyes with the word cute, senpai. I know you called me a pain in the butt and I won't forget that. I ignore her moody response and raise my head now that we've reached a conclusion. No, you don't have to explain. We couldn't bear, but the looks on your face has said everything. Okay. I straighten my back. I'll try to keep our relationship from interfering with the club, so don't worry. Doubt that'll happen. Why? Because I'm bringing up every chance I get. You know me, there's no way I'll ignore something this juicy. Oh yeah, same here, I like juicy stuff. Well, I might join every now and then. Really? You guys. What are you whining for? You can't say you love her if you don't want about if you won't talk about her with all your friends. When you really love someone, you can't stop yourself from talking about them. It's like an unquenchable thirst. Know what I mean? Well, not that I know what it's like personally. I'm going to try and do my best to draw a reasonable line. Okay? Take that line and get out of here. We've got no room for it around these parts. This is all one big game to you, isn't it? Well, on a more serious note, congrats. Not sure how it turned out like this, but I'm happy for you. Madoka. Madoka-senpai. What? Is this a prank? Did I miss today being the 1st of April or something? Why would you even think that? Well, I can't speak for her, but back when we first started the club, I never would have imagined you guys hooking up. Misaki-senpai? Times must be changing. No longer is it Misaki x Mashiro. Mashiro x Masaya, I see. No, as long as it stays soft, Misaki x Mishiro also works. Hold up, are you not denying the way she paired you guys? I don't want to imagine Hinata-kan as a bottom. Okay, we're moving on from that. Can you please speak more clearly? I understood none of that. I was kind of worried by how things were going recently, but like, I guess everything worked out? Masaya? Misaki beckons me over and whispers in a hushed voice. She's a real cutie, isn't she? I have no idea how you managed to reject her advances all this time. I don't swing that way. Well, not that she does either. She just got way too crazy about it because I kept giving her the cold shoulder and all. Okay then, well, at least we know what Misaki's relationship preferences are. Thanks for telling me that. Oh, but that's not the last of it. There's more? I bet she's really starving for love, since I never gave her the amount she wanted. She's probably gonna be super clingy with you after all those years of loneliness she endured. She'll be holding your arm 24/7 saying, I love you, senpai. As ridiculous as that sounds, that is not going to be something that I won't believe, actually, for goodness sakes. That's seriously mean. Would you want that? Yay or nay? Honestly, I'm not sure I'll be able to stay sane. She's just so damn cute, you know. Alright, you better treat her 1,000,000 times better than I ever did, or I'll give you an ass kicking you'll never forget. You really have no right to do that. Misaki goes back to where she was after saying all that. And Asuka? What'd you guys talk about? She asked me, seeming somewhat concerned. we decided to formulate the Mashiro Town Agreement. It dictates which half of you goes to who. I have your left, Masaki has your right. You can't be serious! Question. Can I congratulate you too? Of course. Why just turn into some sort of celebratory thing? Asuka-senpai? Well, I have to admit the news did surprise me at first. Oh, I'm sorry, there's something else I should be saying before that. Congratulations! Thanks? I never really thought about it until now, but back when I first met Asuka, I was probably attracted to her. Her endless optimism and honest attitude drew me in. Being around her was similar to looking up at a beautiful blue sky. But above all, she was the one who taught me to love the sky again. Masaya-san? Senpai? It's nothing. I fall silent, unable to think of what to say. Mishiro is gently grabbing the hem of my uniform, so I place my hand over hers. Just that simple action from her makes me so indescribably happy. I know what I have to do. I'll return what the sky gave to me. I'll let it go, like a balloon. I no longer have any regrets. Thank you, Asuka. I pour all my gratitude into those words. Mishiro beside me also bows, deep enough that her head touches the ground. Asuka just smiles like she usually does and says, "Yes!" That one word. Now, let the newlyweds depart. We never got married. Oh, wait 1 second. I'll get some cans and tie them to their pipes. What the hell? No, that's what you do for wedding cars, not people. Come on, Mishiro, let's get out of here. Aww. Mishiro gives him a quick bow. And after that, we take off. Alright, you're good now, Asuka-chan. What do you mean? Well, the old, you know, you can let it all out now thing. What do you mean? I'm not holding anything in. Huh, why am I? I can tell something was up when you said yes there. I really am happy for them, I promise, so why am I... I get how you feel. Stuff like this happens a lot in Rip-On. That's just a manga. I don't like Rip-On, though. I'm more of a Nakayoshi fan. There was a right reply to a remark, but that was not it. Come on, Asuka. Let's go knock some drinks back against. Oh my goodness sakes. Madoka for being called old, and Asuka for other reasons. Again? I don't want to go drinking again, Madoka-chan. When we went yesterday, they gave me a soft drink with carbonated water in it, and it stung my mouth. Sounds good to me. It'll help you bowl your eyes out. Nah. I could really go for some udon right now. Oh, I know. Why not head over to Mashiro Udon? You are evil. Pure evil. You were pretty silent back then, Mishiro. Yeah, because of that little favour you did put me in a bad mood. Sorry. It's fine. It was something it needs to be done, whether I liked it or not. I could tell that you were just getting it over with. For my sake. So, thanks. Yeah. But that really wasn't the right moment to reveal it. And you could have warned me ahead of time. And you don't have much good choice, given the flow of the conversation. But you should have consulted me on things in the future. If I don't... She heaves a light sigh. Practice is going to be awful tomorrow. Yeah? You'll probably be safe, since you're a guy. What? But they're going to hit me with questions non-stop. Oh right, this is Mashiro speaking. Well, Misaki probably won't, at least. She doesn't care much about other people's personal lives. Well, maybe not people themselves, but it's a different story if it involves you know what. Hmm? Oh, right. I get it. Think she'll figure out everything? Well, I'll do everything in my power to prevent that, at least. I guess being open about relationship does come with that issue. I will try my best to prevent them from figuring anything out. Okay, let's move on to another topic, my dear Mishiro. Did I say something weird? No, that's not it. It's just making me think about those sort of things. Huh? Her face turns beet red in a matter of seconds as she awkwardly stares down at the ground. For record, what I have in mind is kissing. I don't know about her, but hopefully she's thinking along the same lines. Anyway, moving on. I'm glad they congratulated us. I know, right? We're lucky to have such great friends. We sure are. I don't know why, but I have a slight pain in my chest. I kept that from Mishiro, though. But Mishiro, I want to tell you something Asuka-senpai once told me. Huh? Damn, it's almost like she just read my mind. Love can come in many different forms, and it can be experienced in just as many ways. Through things like feelings, sensations, devotion, and so on. Or maybe our minds were just in the same place. But according to her, people who can say from the bottom of their heart that they love a lot of different things are really amazing. Maybe it was a combination of both. I guess the reason I was so afraid of telling them was because I do love all of them. So telling them I'm going out with you is like telling them I love you more. Either way, she spoke what was on my mind. And with that, this tiny, indescribable, queasy thing in my chest has dissipated. Yeah? Say, do you have anything to do after this? Why are you asking? Want to go somewhere together? Go somewhere together? Wait, do you mean yes, a date. Finish a word, otherwise it just sounds weird, but yes, I'm asking you out on a date. Yes, I'd love to go, but wait. What's wrong? Are you busy? Well, about that. She refused to look at me in the eye. I just remembered I have to help out at the restaurant today. We've been getting a little busy lately because of the tourists here on summer vacation. Really? That kind of sounds like an excuse you just thought up on the spot, to be honest. I really do have to, I swear. Well, okay. I mean, he can always come over to eat at the restaurant. Maybe you could invite him, Mashiro? Well, okay, if you say so. I guess I still don't know her well enough to be able to tell those things. She was pretty damn embarrassed about the dates, though, which could have been why she turned me down. Either way, I could tell she really cares about me, so I just take her word for it. You're not mad at me, are you? Why would I be mad? Well, you know, because I turned you down. Do you really think I'd get mad over that? Seriously, why do I have to be like this? Hey, it's okay. So don't cry, Mishiro. She's a little... No, she's very flustered. You better ask me out on another date when I'm free, senpai. Yeah, I will. You promise? Definitely. You absolutely have to. You have to. I know, Mishiro. You... Oh, for goodness sakes. You just bit your tongue, didn't you? Senpai. Does it hurt? You don't need to show me your tongue. It's an adorable sight, I'll admit. But I don't want her accidentally hurting us. Oh dear. Oh wow, it's already this late. I was studying the movements of world-famous skywalkers by watching their matches and drawing out their flight patterns with lines. But before I knew it, several hours had passed. Just a little longer. I picked up my phone for no particular reason, and that's when I noticed, oh, a message from Mashiro. Things like this make the fact that I have a girlfriend now seem more real. Warm affection swirls around in my chest from thinking about her as I check the message. Oh no, man, 56 minutes, for goodness sakes! You're such an irresponsible boyfriend. Can I call you if you're not busy? Oh no! 47 minutes ago. Feel free to just ignore my last text. That would make me really happy. You won't get my message, right? If so, can you please reply? That would make me... Oh my goodness sakes. This is just a big history, isn't it? 39 minutes ago. Feel free to reply whenever. I'll be up late tonight. No! I hit the call button in a panic. Those warm feelings in my chest quickly changed into anxiety. It's fine, really. I was just hugging my knees on my bed and staring at my phone, waiting for it to ring. Nothing to worry about. That sounds kind of scary to me. Of course I didn't do that. I'm not so emotionally unstable that I'd stop everything I'm doing just to wait for your reply. She had a cheerful tone at the beginning, but that little sniff at the end makes me believe she was faking it. So, you know what this means, right? This is our first phone call as boyfriend and girlfriend. Our first phone call in general, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So tell me if I'm right or wrong, Mishiro. Yeah? I picture you writing down things like this in a candle or something. Am I right? What? Oh, this is so embarrassing. Did you actually see it? Heh, I knew it. Okay, so those two are password protected. That one can't leave my room. The other one is inside my bag, and... Wait, you have more than one? If by some accident humanity were to go extinct this very night, and then in the distant future, some intelligent species were to land on Earth and find Mishiro's notebook, thinking it's a piece of lost technology, boy would they regret decrypting that after realizing what's in it. I'll go ahead and apologize in advance, alien race from the future. You don't think I'm going overboard, do you? Oh no. I'll be sure to tell you if that happens, so don't worry. Please do. Well, I do understand why a girl would want to do something like this. Yeah? Nothing. I just love hearing your voice at these late hours of the night. Is there something special about it? Yeah, because I get you all to myself. I don't have to worry about anyone else talking to you. She's a little bit jealous when around her friends now. Oh, did I embarrass you? Sorry if I did. Stop it. Have I ever told you how much I love your voice, Senpai? I think it's really dreamy. I know you're just teasing me. Good thing we're on the phone. I bet my face is real red right now. I can't let this get any worse, so I better find something to counter with. What can I use to tease Mishiro? Meow meow. Meow meow. What the hell? The reason and shame parts of her brain must have melted when we became... Yes. Damn, if she keeps this up, I might just propose to her on the spot. Wait for me, Mishiro. I'll put a ring on your finger someday. I promise. Meow? The hell am I saying? I'm as bad as her. A short while later. Okay, yeah, I definitely lost my mind there for a moment. The embarrassment hits her once she returns to her senses. Still, we continue chatting for a good while after that. It kind of feels like her words are reverberating in my chest. Maybe it's because her voice is so close. I also feel like we're being more open with each other about our feelings and whatnot. But that's probably because of how much we missed each other. I really want to keep talking, but yeah, it's getting pretty late. I never imagined I'd feel so reluctant to end a phone call. This is a brand new experience for me. Yeah, for once I regret having social contact with society. Senpai? Yeah? Dream of me and I'll dream of you. I'll try. I can't really make any promises. Yeah, because we can't really control what we dream of, can we? It just comes and goes. but I'll at least try to think of her when I go to bed. Okay. I hear that it helps to put a person-shaped paper cut under your pillow with the name of a person you want to see in your dreams written on it. Oh, maybe I'll try that. If I don't forget, that is. I wish I could listen to your voice all hours of the day. You can. Huh? I'll be with you whenever you want. I mean, I'd love to be with you all 24 hours of the day too. Senpai? Let's stop here. It's already 11. I kind of feel cheated. Just a second ago, you'd be with me whenever I wanted. Well, we have to hang up eventually, don't we? You just don't love me enough. What? Is that what women say when a guy fizzles out after one round? I'm pretty sure women don't usually say that about phone calls, Mishiro. Please don't say that around anyone else other than me. I take a breath and relax my shoulders. How about this? If you really think you'll be lonely without me, I'll put on my ground shoes and fly over. I'm flying over. What are you giggling for? That's all I wanted to hear. Good night, Senpai. Sure. You haven't really answered my question. Good night. Did you forget something you wanted to say? The guy's supposed to hang up first. Didn't know. It makes no sense to me, but if that's what Mishiro wants, then that's what she'll get. Oh my god, this must be another trap of sorts. Sweet dreams, Mishiro. Sweet dreams, Senpai. I hit the end call button this time. Phew. I'm a bit exhausted, but I feel a lot happier after that phone call. Now to pick up where I left off. I think about Mishiro again, except this time it's about strategies she can employ in FC matches. Small doesn't mean weak. Exactly. Sweet dreams. Time for practice. I happen to remember something Mishiro told me yesterday that has me worried. Namely that Masaki is going to try hard to get her to spill details about our relationship. Guess I'll keep my eyes peeled. Go on, Mishiro. Tell Uncle Masaki here. How far have you and Masaya gone? Well, that took no time at all. Ouch! After I bop her lightly on the back of her head, she rubs the spot in pain even though we both know that it didn't hurt at all. Come on, I was just playing around. Seems more like full-blown harassment to me. Harassment. Look, I'm just worried about my little sibling's future. What's wrong with that? I'd hate to see a baby pop out and ruin their dreams. Wow, you really had to say that, didn't you? I don't remember ever becoming your little brother. But it's mostly just plain curiosity. I think you mean entirely plain curiosity. What's your problem? Girls are interested in this kind of stuff too, you know. I am, of course. But so is Mishiro, just so you know. She looks at me with a mischievous grin. Damn it, that last part about Mishiro made my heart skip a beat. Misaki-senpai. Hey, I'm a good girl. I don't tell any lies, got it? Well, true or not, this is practice time. So I can't ask about all this stuff outside of practice then. The fact that she didn't opt would be obvious. Too bad I'm not in the club, so I don't have to follow your rules. Shows how considerate she is. I'd rather you not, but I can't force your hand. Woohoo! Senpai. Mishiro cries out in distress, but I'm just going to have to trust her to keep her mouth shut. Fortunately, we haven't done anything that would. Actually, never mind. If Misaki found out what we said to each other over the phone last night, I'd want to die. I just have to bank on Mishiro's resilience. Unfortunately, I can see that crumbling like a cookie with even the slightest pressure from Misaki. Now that I think about it, was there really never anything going on between them? I don't mean a full-blown romantic relationship, but maybe like trying a few things out of curiosity. No, my goodness sakes, you really are in a world of your own, man. Wanna try kissing? I'd be too embarrassed to do it with you, Misaki-senpai. I never took myself as the kind of guy who'd fuss over a girl's past, but damn, before Misaki taking her first kiss really makes me jealous. Well, I guess there are situations where you'd want to be fussy, but I just personally want to be a more calm and laid-back boyfriend. I'm gonna get you, little girl. Stop! Quit wiggling your fingers. Now, hey, was that chop harder than the last one? I think it was. Must be your imagination. I need to work on my restraint. Think you'll be able to play as a speeder, Misaki? I mean, I can, I guess, but not well. What's this about? I watched the replay of Mishiro's matchup against Echino, so it's painfully clear that she's lacking matchup experience. Echino showed us everything we need to improve on. Oh right, she's the only speeder we've got. Exactly. Our biggest problem right now is our lack of any speeders beside her. We could always ask Prez, but he's apparently been busy studying for his university entry exams, so I'd hate to bother him. That lack of raw experience is killing her. We can train all we want, but if she doesn't have experience doing that stuff in actual matches, it won't mean anything. She either needs to know that matchup like the palm of her hand, or have you give her instructions 0.5 seconds faster. Okay. Asuka and I are going to handle Mishiro's anti-speeder training like we initially planned. As for where Asuka is, she's currently doing 10 laps around the playing field while Madoka times her. You can do it, Asuka. Okay, then I'm going to make sure Mashiro is a master in the fighter matchup. Please do, Misaki-senpai. We do have a bit of a problem though, which is... pretty sure I mentioned it before, but I suck at teaching people. It's such a chore. Then just teach me what things you're good at and what things you give, and what things give you trouble. Huh? I'll become a Misaki-senpai counter. That should help out against other fighters as well. Sounds good. And I'll also be able to help you out when you return to the club. It's like killing two birds with one stone. Both Misaki and I stand there in awkward silence. I like that. What? Well, it's just that determination, you see. Got me feeling pretty jealous. Wish I could have some energy you youngsters have. You're the same age as us, what are you trying to imply? I'm not even going to comment on that. Alright, Mashiro, I'm going to remodel you into a lean, mean Misaki-chan counter machine. Yay! No remodeling, please, whatever that means. Here's your first move. I call it the don't touch Misaki-chan there. Oh no, my head's feeling fuzzy. I can't think straight anymore. Please, please, no more. I can't handle any more of this stuff. Okay, for goodness sakes. That right there has so many things wrong with it. It's too long for a start, and what is the purpose behind it? That better be something FC related, yeah. Now we decide on what we're going to do. I leave Mishiro and Misaki and head over to Asuka, who's still flying her laps. Okay, so let's get down to our first order of business. I'm ready. Have you and Masaya already kissed? I can't leave you alone for a second. Ouch. What? We haven't kissed, not even once. Just ignore her next time, Mashiro. Prospects are seeming grim. Yep. It's been about a week since the club learned about our relationship. It's currently night, and I'm in my room watching a video on how to do maintenance on individual grav shoe parts. I'll look away for a quick second to check my phone. Not today, I guess. Mishiro and I set a rule that we wouldn't talk beyond 11 PM to avoid jacking up our phone bills, so she always calls me around the same time every single day. But not tonight, for whatever reason. Tomorrow's going to be our first day without practice since we started dating. I was going to ask her out on a date over the phone tonight. I want to make up for last time, when I asked her but she was busy. She emphasized that I really need to ask her out again sometime, to the point where she bit her tongue. Well, there goes that idea. Wait, I'm going about this all wrong. She deserves a break. My girlfriend is a real hard worker too. She gives 110% during practice every single day, even practice on her own time in the mornings and evenings, and on top of that, helps out her family's restaurant. Incidentally, the reason she turned me down last time was because of that. Also, I forgot to mention that she calls me to talk every night. She's probably just too tired to call me tonight. That's understandable. So out of consideration for her, I won't call her. It's a similar thing with her personal practice. If I told her I wanted to come watch, she'd feel pressed by that and think I'm saying she has to do it daily. That's why I don't go. That sounds kind of bad though. Almost like I don't care about her enough to support her. But I promise I love her. Who are you talking to, man? I really do. I mean, I'm dying to talk to her on the phone right now. I want to hear her cute voice. I wanted to say senpai like she always does. I want to see her face, hold her hand. Damn time out, calm down, Masaya. Anyway, I do love her and I want to support her in everything she does. And like I told her that one night, I'll come flying over anytime she wants me. I want to be a reliable, supportive boyfriend. So today I'll settle. A text wouldn't be too much of a bother, right? I can at least give her some words of encouragement. Yeah. Mishiro's working her tail off, so I have to do the same. Gotta keep going. Head held high. I still have homework to worry about, so I guess I'll start by finishing up the rest of that tomorrow. After that, I'll do some FC simulations, and after that, I'm kinda in the mood for some cold udon. Haven't eaten in a while. Speaking of udon, I heard there was this place with great udon. Mishiro udon, I think it was called. Ugh, how cringe. I honestly want to facepalm at my own stupidity. Yerb, final episode. Thank you, senpai. Aww. You can sit there on your bed as long as you want, Mishiro, but the boy isn't going to call you. Why do you think that? Tell me then, has the boy ever once called you instead of the other way around? You can't just assume he will now because you want him to. That's plain unreasonable. He will though. I know he will. What makes you say that? He promised he'd ask me out again. I believe in him. But he's quite the forgetful one, is he not? Have you considered the possibility he may not even have realized there's no practice tomorrow? Well, no. See, this is exactly why you should have said yes the first time, but no, Mishiro. You had to invent some silly reason to turn him down. I didn't invent some reason. I actually had to help out. So what, Mishiro? You could have gone out with him and still made it home in time to help. Come on, fess up, Mishiro. Your parents didn't raise you to be a liar. I wasn't. Wouldn't what? Go on. Okay. Haha. You have such a dirty mind, Mishiro. It's not my fault. I've never had a boyfriend before, so I don't know when and how those things happen. Is that an excuse? There's no way it would happen so early into the relationship. Has our girl read a few too many manga, perhaps? Well, what if I did? I'd be totally down if he wanted to, you know. Do some high and low yo-yo. Oh, for goodness sakes. That is so cheesy. First of all, apologise to the sport of FC for that awful metaphor, and after that, to your parents for telling a lie. Karma will catch up to you. I'm sorry, God of FC. I'm sorry, Mum and Dad. I'm really sorry. Well, it might be too late for you now at this point. But to answer your question, why couldn't you just give him a firm no if he tried something? Mishiro, I'm talking to you. Oh, shut up. Well, it's your choice to make. If you're fine with it, I won't complain. I was honestly prepared to wait until the full tournament for our first date. I feel like he's kind of slow when it comes to romance. Plus, he takes FC super seriously. But he already got my hopes up once, so now I can't help but think way ahead. Just call a boy already. But do you guys really want their girlfriend calling them every day of the week? Yes, they do. Well, then why hasn't he called me a single time? Maybe the boy's just concerned for you, wants you to get enough sleep at night. Mishiro, are you really not going to call him? At the rate this is going, you'll be moping around for a whole month before anything changes. I won't. God, will you just be quiet already? Or maybe you could come to my world and play some. It's been quite some time since you last logged on. I'm sure you have a grand time grinding until sunrise. Is that supposed to sound fun? Have you forgotten how long you've been a part of... Senpai! Senpai, it's a text from Senpai, oh my god! He probably wants to know if he can call me, or maybe he's going to ask me out on a date. Let's see. Get some rest tomorrow. I'll be doing the same. Wait. What? That's the sound of your crushed hopes and dreams? It's not too late, Mashiro. You can still build up your system and join me in my world. I have no other options at this point. I'm going over to his house tomorrow. I was surprised to be like, hey, look who it is, acting all cutesy and bashful. It's a perfect plan. I'm totally doing this. Well, I won't stop you. And then, oh, to take his hand. Okay, I hope we get to hold hands. You're quite the chicken considering those perversive thoughts you were just having not even an hour ago. It's just a small hope, I'm not chickening out. Well, whatever, but to be honest, I feel like someone is missing. Did you call for me, Mishiro? Mom, don't barge into my room without knocking. Out! Turn around and get out. Oh, sounds like someone's in a sour mood. Were you worried about something related to Hinata-kan again? Stop making up random stuff, Mom. Well then, this is what you call random stuff? The next day has arrived. Feels like this is my first day without practice or school in a long while. Who have we got here? See, I had a starving crave for udon, so I walked around town and happened to spot this nice looking place called Mishiro Udon, and yeah, I should stop with that excuse. God, I hope I don't seem like a stalker. I'm definitely getting cold feet now that I'm here. Oh, what's the big deal? I came to my girlfriend's family's restaurant to eat udon. That's it. As long as I stay calm and adapt to as the situation changes, I'll be good. I want to bother Mishiro and her family as little as possible, which is why I specifically came a few hours after noon, when I know the store won't be very crowded. That's the least I can do. From what Mishiro's told me, her parents don't know that we're dating yet, so that's one less thing I have to worry about. Well, I wouldn't have come if they did. I just have to go inside and then... Welcome to Mishiro Udon. Wait, Senpai? Hi. You can have a seat right there. Here's some water for you. So hey, why'd you come here? I just feel like getting some udon, you know. You're so silly. Here's your cold tempura udon, sir. By the way, Senpai, it's the special Mishiro version. I made it just for you. Yeah, very likely. She doesn't even make the udon. Her dad does. So if I got a special Mashiro version, well, I don't know if I want to eat that. Maybe she'll be the typical clumsy waitress. Here you are, the Mashiro Udon Special Hellfire Oh no. Ah. Please no, I don't want to die. Also, I feel like that was slightly insulting my girlfriend in a few ways. I'm sorry, Mishiro. Okay, let's do this. Following these completely pointless visions, I walk inside. 2 Zuru udons and 1 tempura udon. Here you are. Oh, you want to place another order? Of course. Would you like another glass of water? Yes, okay, I'll be right back with that. I'll head to the register soon. Everyone, don't worry. The Hellfire Udon is ready. Okay, I'm so sorry about the wait. What would you like to have? This is chaos. Wait, why is this place packed? I was sure there wouldn't be this many people past 1. Ah, here we go then. Welcome to Mishiro Udon. Oh, look who it is. Why, hello there, Hinata-kan. Well, folks, we'll be picking up this conversation next time. Well, many things have happened today. For goodness sakes, I didn't expect things to endeavour like they have done, but I feel like we've got about 2 more videos in for Mashiro's route, and then we'll be going on to the one which she looked up to at the very first thing that happened. You know, with her backstory, being with Misaki and all that. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and take care of yourselves.